It was a little comparisons of Baylor and TCU, and then just talking about how would this game be against Kansas, and then the weather.
How do you compare these two teams, TCU and Baylor, considering where you guys are in the scheme of things?
The scheme of things, we have Kansas up next. We're really not worried about Baylor. I mean, we already played Baylor in the comparison of them. Baylor is Baylor, and TCU is TCU. So I don't think it's a comparison of those.
Even though you guys lost by 3 to them, you guys are ahead in the standings. The strength of schedule, do you think, is putting you guys up? What's putting you guys ahead?
Like I said, I mean, we don't worry about those type of things. Exactly, we have Kansas ahead of us. That's where our main focus is right now.
Talk about your ball hawking skills. What is it about that ability that you have? Is it the scheme? Is it just natural ability, or just being in the right place at the right time?
I think I have the ability to have those type of skills of hands. I've always, I played receiver in high school and on down from middle school and things like that. And, Coach Patterson is a great coach, and Coach Bumpus and Coach Glasgow. We go through things in practice, and, this scheme, that fits me real good.
You're going on the road again. It's the only place you guys have suffered a loss this year. Since that Baylor loss, how have you guys approached going on the road and playing?
Going on the road, like I said, going back to, we have great coaches. They coach us up real well, get us prepared during the week. And the players, I love this team, man. We all go out, we just want to fight. Trying to get a good win each week, going in and out.
Is there any part of the defense that surprises you compared to what you were thinking going into the season?
I don't think this defense surprises me. We have a whole lot of playmakers and great teammates, great people that play their role. And like I said, it goes back to coaching. Man, we have a lot of great coaches on our staff, and they put us in the right position to where we can do successful things.
Are you a big social media guy?
I don't think I'm a big social media guy. I might get on there on the web or whatever, maybe twice a week, something like that. So I don't think I'm a big media guy.
You have a Twitter account?
Yes, I do.
You read Twitter?
Yes.
So how do you, what does Coach P say about you guys surfing that, all the stuff that's out there and buying into the hype or whatever the case may be? Does he make an effort to ask you guys to stay away from that?
He tells us to stay away from it most of the time, but he trusts us to not, to do anything that we're not supposed to do or say anything we're not supposed to say. But most of the time, I'm not even on there. I'm too busy trying to graduate, so most of the time, I'm not on the wheel.
Is it easy to kind of buy into the hype sometimes as a player? I mean, does that motivate you when you have a lot of people out there backing the Frogs? And is that a good thing or bad?
I guess you could say it's a good thing that, people back us up, but we don't build ourselves off of those, off of people, off of, Twitter accounts or stuff like that, or in the media. We love our fans, but I think it's throughout this whole team. We pretty much get ourselves pumped up between ourselves.
For so many years, it's been about the defense, and people talk about TCU, and this year the offense is getting a lot of the publicity. What's that like for you as a defensive?
You're right. That's not the first time somebody's asked me that, but it actually feels good. I mean, it's not all on the defense now, in which I think we're pretty good. We're doing pretty good, as a defense, and our offense is doing great. So having Coach Cumbie and having Coach Meacham and all the new coaches come in, and Coach Cumbie has done a great job with Trevon Watkins, and then Coach Meacham's doing a great job with the offense. So they're doing a great job.
Can you understand what Coach Patterson's saying by that fourth quarter? Because he yells so much and that voice is kind of shot a little bit.
In the fourth quarter means we have to finish.
But can you hear the coach? I mean, his voice, it gets shot. I mean,
you can hear it. If you don't hear him, he'll make you hear him. So, but that's the same thing we go through practice. Is when you get towards the end of a period or something, that's why we practice for things like this. he's the same way he is in practice and the same way he is in the game. And I think that's why we're so successful.
You watch the college football show tonight when they come out with the rankings? You guys watch?
No, I have class, so I'm not able to watch on Tuesdays.
Are there any other guys watching it at all? Is it ever a conversation?
A whole lot of people watch it, so it's hard not to hear about it. So I'm pretty sure, man, they'll hear about it if you don't get to watch it.
Is Patterson was he more intense last year when you guys were struggling, or is he more intense this year because the pressure's on?
It's the same. It's pretty much the same. Last year we lost a lot of close games, and then this year we won a couple close games, and then the loss to Baylor was pretty close. So it's been pretty much the same this year.
He appears to yell after every play. I was noticing him. He seems to yell on a good play. He's yelling. What is he actually trying to get to you guys? What is he trying to say to you guys?
Just keeping us focused and showing us the big picture. That's pretty much what it is. Keeping us level-headed when it's a good play, and then when it's not a good play, showing us what we're supposed to do and what we're not supposed to do.
You guys watched the film of Trevon going in the end zone on that flip. What was said?
Oh man, what was said on my end, I was like, oh please, come on now, like please. You didn't have to do this. But Trevon's a great player, and he's a playmaker, so I pretty much expect things like that out of Trevon.
You've had the ball in your hands a lot. I mean, you can kind of understand. I mean, when you start kind of feeling it in the middle of the play.
Yeah, you get a feeling. See, he has the ball all the time, and then as a defensive player, you don't get to touch it as much. So when I do get to touch it, it's a great feeling.
Is that the kind of thing that a team feeds off of when he does something electric like that?
I think it does, because I think everybody on the sideline and in the stands, if you wasn't standing, I don't know what's wrong with you. I mean, that was a great play they made diving into the end zone. So their energy, I think that sparked up a lot more after he made the play.
You a big fan of cold weather?
Cold weather, hot weather, snowing. I mean, it's football, so any way I can get on the field, it'll be the same as it being 100 degrees outside.
How's the D-line help you get on the roll that you're on with interceptions right now?
Oh man, the D-line is great between Davion Pearson and Chucky Hunter, and McFarland came with a lot of spike this last game, and Layton. So the D-line, man, they do a heck of a job. They get a lot of pressure for us from when we're in coverage, and then we just have a lot of corners doing their job, like Kevin White and Anthony.
You mentioned last year you guys played so many close games. How much has that helped y'all this year? Maybe not getting too hyped with yourselves or anything like that.
It just shows us more of, like I said, it goes back to coaching. Coach Speed lets us know, he reminds us of last year and comes back and, we don't want that type of same season that we had last year. And when we think upon it, we just want to finish.
How many recruits have you seen lately and just people having more interest in TCU? I see a lot of them are coming to the games early.
I think it shows a lot of recruits what we can do, and I think it's help. Well, I know it's help of us winning. So I think that's a big plus of recruits seeing what we can do and what this team is capable of.
That's good. Thanks.